The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let
Camara Drive-In. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, 2017 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, fresh off a big performance a week ago.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Moreau here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, tight down, there you go. Get it.
On first down, short. And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Catch made. It's Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Looking to throw. Short. And Diggs has it. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. Back to throw. Short. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that,
now the ball comes loose. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find a target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown. Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over. Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So out come the Raiders. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 29, Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Short. It's complete to Diggs. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go,
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And Charles, it's the 2nd quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as a quarterback, but like I said, it's the 2nd quarter, so how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool, but he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Yeah, and he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. On 1st and 10, short. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Short. Flush to his right. It's Kelsey on the ground.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Hey, high 7, 9.
On 4th down, short. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. It's Barkley on the counter. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Short. Open man is Switzer, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Who's your Porkins? Hey, over. Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Short. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, short, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this one,
and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Jackson. Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson going for Metcalf on the... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, short, going deep. That's caught at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Short. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've come to half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. Short, flush down right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Stephon Diggs, 66 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Jackson now. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Jackson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
33 yards that time. Back to throw. Short. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Short. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Short. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw. Short. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery. Short. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Looking to throw. Short. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up, and don't forget.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin White. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Short, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. Boswell good with the extra point. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods completed in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I'm here all day.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, the open man here, Renfro. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Short. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. Back to throw. Short. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Alvin Kamara. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson now. Throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Throwing on first down. Short. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd and 2. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Short. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point now by Boswell. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolate. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Jackson Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle. 55.
On third down, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Following the fumble recovery, short. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Short. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.